be a good day. Even if I make it myself, it's gonna be a good day. I don't need no one else, I'm gonna have a good day. Nothing wrong I could do, I'm gonna have a good day. Hope you have a good day too.
Good morning, I'm David Lawrence, in for Trish Pahanik, and this is Cynopsis, your first early morning briefing. It is Thursday, March 22nd, 2007, and here is today's top story. Major League Baseball balked at the latest offer from cable MSO joint venture In Demand for rights to the out-of-market Extra Innings package of games. MLB reiterated its offer to In Demand to match the offer made by DirecTV, which included agreeing to carry a new MLB cable channel and paying $100 million for exclusive rights to Extra Innings per year. In Demand's counterproposal seemed to come up short in terms of the distribution that it was offering the MLB channel, even though Comcast, Time Warner, and Cox, the owners of In Demand, promised to match the 15 million subscribers DirecTV will deliver by carrying it on its basic tier. We have more good stuff coming up, but first, this message from Miss Something Big. And remember, if you had a promo or a commercial in this video, we'd all be watching your stuff right now. Coming up, more good stuff. ABC picks up a slew for next season. Time Warner CEO running for mayor. Calvert DeForest is remembered by Letterman. Sony making TV shows available on iTunes. In anticipation of the 2007-2008 season, ABC has picked up the freshman series Brothers and Sisters, Men in Trees, and Ugly Betty for a second term. ABC further announced it has renewed the following series for the 2007-2008 season: The Bachelor, Boston Legal, Dancing with the Stars, Desperate Housewives, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Grey's Anatomy, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Lost. Appearing at a Baruch College forum yesterday, Time Warner Chief Executive Richard Parsons kept open the possibility that he might run for a mayoral post in when his Time Warner contract expires next year. Although he didn't give any specifics, Parsons certainly didn't deny the likelihood that he would turn to politics once free of his current post. MTV will premiere Nick Cannon Presents Short Circuits, that's Short Circuits with a Z, the new sketch comedy series that is created, executive produced, and starring Nick Cannon, on April 5th at 9:30 p.m. The 8-episode series joins other new series Adventures in Hollywood and Human Giant, along with the returning series Pimp My Ride, on the network's Thursday night comedy block. Nick Cannon Presents Short Circuits will parody pop culture with a hip-hop influence using comedy players, celebrity impersonations, and more. MSG and Major League Soccer's New York Red Bulls are teaming again under a new multi-year agreement which will allow MSG to continue as the local TV home of the Red Bulls. MSG had held the television rights to the Red Bulls Metro Stars for the last 12 years and will broadcast around 20 Red Bulls games per season, according to the new contract. MSG will air the Red Bulls season opener against Columbus on April 7th at 7 p.m., and the first home match versus FC Dallas, that'll be broadcast from Giant Stadium, on April 15th at 3 in the afternoon. Sundance Channel will launch the U.S. television premiere of the series John Safran vs. God on May 24th at 9 p.m. The 8-episode documentary series was the 2005 winner of the Australian Film Institute Award for Best Comedy Series. Viewers will follow John Safran as he uncovers various religious and spiritual beliefs, including Mormonism and Freemasonry, to voodoo. Also in May, Sundance will return the series Monkey Dust for Season 3 and reprise the series Swinging and Slings and Arrows. Note to self, Discovery Planet Earth Sunday night, be there. If you never listen to anything or anybody about what to watch on TV, listen this time. You don't want to miss this. Truly, truly amazing footage. Some quite extraordinarily beautiful close-ups you wouldn't believe, and not a Phillips head in the bunch. His name was Calvert DeForest, but you probably knew him best as Larry Bud Melman on The David Letterman Show. He passed away at the age of 85 yesterday after a long illness. First appearing on Letterman in 1982, he was scooped out of anonymity by the producers of Letterman after being spotted in a film student's movie. His last appearance on Letterman was in 2002 when he was celebrating his 81st birthday. David Letterman said in a statement yesterday, "Everyone always wondered if Calvert was an actor playing a character, but in reality he was just himself, a genuine, modest, and nice man." Calling all college students, Cynopsis Weekender College Edition, sponsored by ABC Family, is coming out on April 26, 2007, and if your essay is one of the 4 published, you'll be paid $350. We're looking for 350-word editorials from current college students all around the country and the world. The 4 most insightful, original, humorous, and or well-written pieces will be included in this special college edition of Weekender. All entries should be emailed no later than Friday, midnight, April 20th. In production and development, Fox comedy pilot Me and Lee from Lionsgate and starring Lee Majors has found its Me title character in Jamie Kennedy. Majors plays himself, and Kennedy plays a guy who gets a bionic back after surgery in Majors' Beverly Hills basement, performed by Majors, says Hollywood Reporter. On to more bionics. NBC's The Bionic Woman from NBC Universal TV has added Miguel Ferrer and Chris Bowers to the cast, which stars Michelle Ryan. Ferrer will play the chief good guy and head dog at the secret government agency, while Bowers plays the boyfriend. Battlestar Galactica fans will be happy to hear Sci-Fi Channel has increased the episode order from 13 to 22 for season number 4, which will also include a special 2-hour event scheduled for fourth quarter of 2007. That will also be released later on DVD. Season 4 kicks off early next year. HBO is currently casting its 7-hour miniseries John Adams from Playtone, and based on the David McCullough biography. The miniseries is scheduled to air next year on the pay TV network. More recently, they've added to the cast Tom Wilkinson and David Morse as Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, respectively. Cast in the title role is Paul Giamatti, with Laura Linney as Mrs. Abigail Adams. In broadband and digital, Sony will make several of its TV titles available for download on iTunes, titles that include the current primetime series Till Death, but according to Variety, also older classic TV titles, including Charlie's Angels, Starsky and Hutch, News Radio, yay, and the animated Spider-Man series, real yay. Here is the rating summary for Tuesday, according to live and same-day ratings from Nielsen Media Research. Fox resumed its reign Tuesday night at number 1 with an 11.630, adults 18 to 49. Fox bowled over the other networks with American Idol at 8 p.m. with a 10.729, and an even more impressive 12.530 at 9 p.m. Settling back down into the single digits, CBS won 10 p.m. with a repeat of CSI at a 2.98. Today's myth. So, did you hear about the chess player whose head exploded from thinking too hard while involved in a serious match? Not true. This is actually impossible because thinking too hard is not dangerous to your health at all. Not to say you won't need a few aspirins because it can cause a headache. Well, that's it. Be sure to check your email for the full printed version of today's synopsis with new executive moves, more on ratings, loads of new classified ads, and a few other stories that didn't make it into this podcast, and of course, tonight's primetime broadcast lineup. The music in Synopsis was composed and performed by David Stango. This podcast is a Synopsis media production in association with 311 West. For Cynthia Turner, who wrote and compiled Synopsis in Los Angeles, I'm David Lawrence.
I'm gonna have a good day. Even if I make it myself, I'm gonna have a good day. I don't need no one else. I'm gonna have a good day. Nothing wrong I could do. I'm gonna have a good day. Hope you have a good day too.